There comes a point in the journey of self improvement when trying to implement new habits and new routines into your day to day life is not as productive as you think it is. And in fact, is actually helping you avoid what is a lot more important, which is doing what you have already been doing more and better, and continuing doing what you have already been doing and seen that it has worked. For example, this is like my little notebook of self improvement. Every single day, I write something I want to do for the following day. So, for example, on the 16th of November, I wrote, focus on the cause and not the effect. Yeah, and I also wrote, don't sweat girls too much. So, I'll be very honest. I don't know if I've been doing this that well recently. I've been obsessing over the effects of things. Oh, what is going to be the reaction of my classmates when I score a goal in gym class during football? What is going to be the number of views my YouTube video gets? But in reality, what I should be thinking is, how can I make this video better and better whilst recording it, and how can I score the best goal possible, or heightening my chances of scoring a goal. But that's a completely different subject. You need to continue what works, because most of the things that could make me a better human being, that could make me better than what I'm currently am, are in this little notebook. I have written them down a long time ago. So every single day just thinking what I could do new is not as productive as I think it is, and you doing the exact same thing is not as productive as you think it is. For example, you can base your entire self improvement journey on exercising, just that word, exercising, that verb, exercising. Don't eat sugar, and I don't know, meditate, start a YouTube channel, whatever like really cool thing you want to implement. And just doing those three things is already going to, and using like the hierarchy of human quality example, that's already going to make you better than 99% of the population, of Earth's population, if not, and certainly better than what you were before. So just doing those three things, you could literally just stick to one thing a day, or just, I don't know, one day implement the no sugar, then the no sugar rule. Another day, on day 2, implement the exercising rule. On day 3, implement the meditation or recording the YouTube video. And if you just stick to those three things, or maybe also adding more, or actually without adding more, it's still going to work out. You don't need 10 different habits, 10 different routines to get you going. You just need some very simple, basic, and a small amount of things. But it's pretty hard to do, because there is such a need for variety in life, at least in my life. Some people like to use the example of jack of all trades, master of none, but they don't know that the full quote, the full proverb is jack of all trades, master of none, but still better than master of one. So, you know, diversity is just so important to me, which really destroys my self improvement sometimes. Like, sometimes I bring up the excuse that I need to go through different phases of my life. Oh, this is just a sugar phase. Oh, this is just a video game phase. Oh, this is just a phase in my life where I'm doing I don't know what other any other habit that is completely destroying me. But consistency is key. As Hamza made a really good video on this, Hamza Ahmed, about how the only thing that you need is momentum, and everything from that point forwards is simple. Now, that's that's definitely not true, because you can't just get momentum and use that motivation for like a year or a decade. It probably will just last a day or two. But actually being consistent in what you are doing. Let's see, for example, I like the example of one day yes, one day, the idea of One day I'll be motivated, another day I won't be motivated. The day before yesterday, I was extremely motivated to go to the park, to run, to train my calisthenics skills, to record a YouTube video, to learn some French, to learn how to dance, to learn everything I could. And yesterday I just sat down with like a mobile game and had a bit of fun after coming home from school. And today I'm not saying that I'm like just as motivated as the day before yesterday or just as unmotivated as yesterday, but I'm kind of in the middle. So it's kind of just like a 3-day example. One day you could be extremely motivated, another day you might have no motivation, and on the third day you might have like, I don't know, a black and white perspective on things. But I don't really have any authority to give you advice on this because I haven't even figured it out. But it's such a simple thing to figure out. If you do what you really want to do, I don't know, learning French, dancing, what I do. If I do that on the day that I am really motivated, that's going to work. Of course, it would be embarrassing not to do those things. But if I do them on the day that I'm really unmotivated, then that third day where it's a bit more black and white, it's going to become a bit more white than black. I'm going to feel more motivated than unmotivated, and ultimately I'm going to be doing the most productive things instead of no productive things. But also, on continuing what is good, the day before yesterday, I ran a lot, and guess what? I felt pretty weak afterwards. I felt as if I did not want to do this ever again. This happened to me as well with cold exposure. Now, these two examples are kind of implying that I'm a wuss, so I take it as you will, but whatever. I don't like running that much. I really like running that much. I like running that much, but running that much, you get the idea. I really love running, but like, I don't know, 10 minutes at a time, honestly. Just kind of getting my, I forgot like the biological term for it, but just getting my body just getting that sensation in my brain and body that I'm getting chased by something or whatever, and just having, I need to learn more biology, but just having that sentiment afterwards, and just stopping through Cismigiu. I go through Cismigiu, if you know any Bucharest geography, if you're Romanian, whatever. I go through that park, my favorite park, and there's a little area to do pull-ups and push-ups and a lot of things. I love it. I love exercising. But exercising, I don't know, 2 hours every single day, an hour even every single day, is a little bit exhausting for me. I would much rather just stay with my own thoughts or with my own habits even, because sometimes I'm afraid of my own thoughts. I just pump some music into the room, and I don't know, sit down with a video game or with a book, or even whilst I'm eating, I'm like listening to music or watching some interesting video. But I prefer just sitting. I'm a more intellectual type, even though you probably shouldn't be saying that. If you're a more physical type, try being a little bit more intellectual, and if you're an intellectual type, try getting a little bit more physical. It should be a bit more black and white in this case. So to wrap this video up, continue what is good for you. Continue and be consistent with the things that you know are going to make you better and help you in the future. It is literally the only thing that you can do. And when you really do not want to do them, find a way to do them anyway. So subscribe to the channel if you want to join this little movement of social sciences and bringing back the desire to speak with people and stuff like that. And send this to someone that you love. I'll see you later.